The following podcast is intended for mature audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
Nobody's listening, no. Nobody's listening, no. Nobody wants to hear them speak. Nobody's listening, no. Nobody's listening. Nobody wants to hear them speak. Nobody wants to hear them speak. Nobody wants to hear them.
Oh! It's time to stop what you're doing and sit back and listen to a brand new edition of Notsensical with your host, Adam Barker. Oh, and the actual funny one, Gary Grubb. Cue the theme music. What? No theme music. Well, they couldn't afford it or something? Well, what am I supposed to do now? Just make something up? Oh, okay. It's the Notsensical Show. Let's go. Faux show, my bros, you know. Whatever, just start the damn thing.
All right, we're good. We're good.
We just recorded the room.
But yeah, no, that's how you have to start a podcast.
I don't know, mate. You're the bloke.
I'm the bloke. I'm the bloke with all the buttons.
Are we recording now?
We're recording right now.
This is the show.
This is a show.
I didn't think we'd started this way.
What would you expect?
I was going to do me sound effects.
Okay, well, we can... Oh, let's start again. Right, okay, I'll go quiet. Okay, you want, yeah? Oh, let's start again. Right?
Okay, yep.
Now do it again.
Oh.
I'll get it ready. Go. Welcome to the
Laser Dog Podcast.
Is that what we're going to call it?
I like the noises.
Okay, but what if...
I was going to call it Two Guys and a Soundboard. I thought that'd be a good little name for a show.
Yeah, but that'd show up in weird Google searches.
Oh, yeah,
Wouldn't it?
Yeah,
and we don't want to be
isn't it?
associated with that. We've got livelihoods to keep going.
I've just realised, actually, we can actually talk about risque stuff now.
We can.
Because we've been sacked from CCR. We're actually recording this.
Let's make it clear. I don't think they sacked
in
us.
We're recording this episode in a barn. Oh, it's a weird barn.
It's a weird barn.
There's a fucking elephant in here.
Yeah. Oh, first F-bomb.
F-bombs.
Oh, cock bomb.
Cock bomb.
So, yeah. No,
it's been a while, isn't it?
Yeah, but we didn't get sacked from CCR.
No,
they might sue us if we say that.
We left. Seashells lovely.
Yeah, no, we literally... Right, okay, I'm Adam, this is Gary. if anyone's literally tuning in and gone...
No one knows who we were or what we did or how we got here.
I thought not listening was Adam and Will and Ash, and Adam and Garrie did a radio show. So yeah, we did. Then I podcasted it and put it out.
It all got mixed up, didn't it?
And then I just went, I'm too lazy to have loads of different feeds. I just put it all in one feed.
Yeah. So people listening to whatever the one was
Not
called.
Sensical, that was our radio show.
Got mixed up. Oh, this is different.
Yeah, it was his guys. And then we mixed it up, didn't tell anyone, put it on the same feed, and they just downloaded it, auto-downloaded.
Yeah.
And they were like, it's one of these episodes. Do you know what my podcast, Not Listens, has turned out? It ended up being like Play Days. Remember Play Days?
Yes.
The old show from when you were a kid.
Oh, the bus.
You were the bus, yeah.
Yeah,
You get all excited.
And it's a really rubbish one.
And like that. What's it going to be? And you get really excited. And you go, oh, it's the tent. Oh, the tent's the best one. But then our podcast turned into the thing where we ended up, like, people would listen and go, oh, it's the bloody Y-bird again.
Yeah.
No one cares about
the
that
one.
bloody
you
bird.
remember it more than me. You're a few years older than me.
Because that was my first sort of, like, disappointment.
Yeah.
That's how I learned disappointment in life.
Play bus.
Play days.
Play days, play bus. Yeah.
So, we literally, I don't think you remember this, right? Because when you're listening to this, everyone, me and Gary have not actually seen each other probably since that last episode.
When did it end?
About 2 years ago.
It wasn't 2 years ago, was it?
Oh, it was a while ago.
Blimey hell.
Like,
Sorry.
what was that?
Roger that.
No, I think the last time we saw each other properly, I don't think I've seen you since. We just literally decided when we met up to do that radio show on CCR on a Thursday. We said, just make this the last one.
Yeah, call it a day.
Yeah, and you went, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's have a break.
Yeah. It was the travelling, wasn't it? It was the travelling to the station.
Because it was far.
It was far away.
And
we both live in the country. Cunt.
Tree. Yes. My favourite kind of tree.
Mm.
Oh, you're really excited that you can swear and drink whiskey on a podcast.
I am, mate.
This barn's
There's
weird.
a dolphin in the barn. What's going on? So yeah, let's get some parameters of the podcast.
Yeah, so really, I'm
That's me.
I'm
shuffling.
almost like unorganised. I'm
Yeah.
just a man with a soundboard.
You're the sound guy.
You're like the one that's like, let's just do something.
Let's just-
You've got notes. I've got no notes. Do you know what I've got in my notes? Nothing.
You've got a pen on your notes.
Got a pen on my notes. There's no actual
The lid's
notes
on it. Though I thought, you know what? Podcast.
I got my iPad. I did try and do a little bit of note taking.
Oh yeah, what you got going on?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me have a look. Well, you carry on. You do your prayers.
Oh.
I'll see if I can find my bit.
So I thought we'll just do what we did on the radio, but instead we'll just do it in this barn, and no one will listen to it. But you know, we've got company. We've got. That's a kitten.
That's a kitten.
Yeah,
There's a cock. Elephant.
we've got all that going on.
We've got that going.
I
So
mean, we've got content,
we have got content.
but I've got loads of features. It's called the Laser Dog Podcast because of the intro noises, and because it's not going to make any sense.
It won't, will it? Really?
No, not really.
I mean, it's going to show up in the not listening feed anyway. So when people listen, that's
Just realised that's my dog. You're not in the show.
oh, the face of that.
Oh dear.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, it's the dog. She was actually on the radio
She was
when
once.
we
Yeah.
did the show on the radio.
She used to have a show on BBC Two, BBC Radio 2 with Joe Wiley.
Breakfast.
It was breakfast.
She was the breakfast host.
It was
For a
breakfast
good
with Joe
few
Wiley
years.
and the dog. A few years.
I'm going to have to take that off. Wait. It's all right if I'm doing the sounds.
Yeah.
But
That's not electronic sound.
that's not. This is. You know what else I got here?
It was only because it was listening to you do it.
I got this
Wasn't
one.
it?
I got this one.
Wouldn't your dog?
That's a short one.
What was that one?
There's a car alarm. This is this one. Oh.
Oh!
Oh, this is probably my favourite one. I think this is from something.
Right.
Falcon Punch. Is that from a film?
No.
Oh. Well, it's random then, isn't it?
So this introduction to this podcast is how not to podcast
Is it?
with Adam and Garrie.
Should we turn it off and start again?
No, I think it's great. This is what people listen to. This is
So I'll
what
go
they
through my
like.
features.
Yeah, no, go on. Let's just throw some ideas out there, and then
Okay.
we'll see whether any of them we can sustain.
Creative swears.
Right. So your thought process in that is purely because we're a podcast that has no limitations of.
We're no
what you
longer
can-
on. We're no longer on the radio.
You can still get like sued and shit for like
You
saying.
just said shit.
Oh yeah, no, but you gotta get sued for saying shit.
No, you can't get sued. You can say what the fuck you want on the fucking cunting podcast, cunting hell.
Oh, you went there, but you can't say anything too offensive.
Can you not?
Well,
Oh, I'm not going
Of
to.
course.
No. When I say I'm not going to be racist
you're
or
like, oh, I was looking forward
say
to
anything
a-
about Mexicans or anything. I'm not going to go that way. I'm not going to go Donald Trump.
I thought you were like, I brought in because I want to do a Brexit podcast.
Yeah. Pro Brexit. We're all pro Brexit now. It's happened.
Got no choice.
No choice but to be pro.
Everybody's choices are valid.
I thought shout outs or sharts. Sharts. Bunsen burning issues is coming back.
Oh, you still want to do a because you always want to do a science show.
I always want to do a science show.
So
Don't
why
know.
not do a science show? Let's do a
Intro.
science show.
Oh, this is what I quite thought was good. Intro podcast to a made up podcast. So we intro a podcast that's never happened.
Oh right.
So we say, oh, today on the podcast we spoke to Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh,
Although we didn't.
but then it never materialises.
It never materialises. It's an intro podcast.
Okay, so when that works, does it happen at the start of the podcast, or can it just be randomly in the
Just
middle,
be whenever you want in the podcast.
and then people will be listening and
doesn't,
waiting?
doesn't exist. Yeah, they be oh, Samuel Jackson's on this one.
Or would we have to then like reveal that was the intro bit, or people like got to be smart enough to work out? Maybe we have to like do something that look, you got to be smart to get that joke.
You gotta be clever. Made up advert. Make up an advert.
Okay,
This is going to test your creativity.
I thought we were pretty creative.
Well, I thought so as well. Suggested topics. I saw you on Facebook earlier.
Yeah.
Ask for topics. We just go through that.
That's such a lazy way of trying to get stuff.
Well,
on it,
that
wasn't
was
it?
all right. Sound effects mess about. I've got sound effects.
I think you've done that.
I think we've done that.
But I don't know. But if you
Tick.
want to keep doing it, have you got a sound effect for that?
Island of Midriff. We could go back to the Island of Midriff.
We need
Do you
to
think
bring-
you could tune in to there with your meagre applications? Oh, getting a phone call. Shall I answer it?
Who get a phone call from?
Adam.
Do it live on the radio.
No. Oh dear, he's going to be angry at me.
Yeah. Shall I pause it?
Hello? Yeah.
Editing. That was great, wasn't it?
You're going to edit this?
Well, I just paused it and then it plays again. So it literally like people will be listening and it'll be like, should I pause it? And then you go, yeah. And I think they hear you say hello and then it carries on me saying editing. So that's how.
Do you edit your podcast? You just record and send them out?
Takes time, doesn't it? No, I will edit some.
Right.
Like this one, for example. I won't edit content unless it's really bad. But I'll probably like put things together.
Yeah.
I don't know how this podcast is going to come out. Is it going to be us talking for like 30 minutes, or is it going to be like lots of little 20-minute
No,
things?
it's going to be us talking, and every now and then you're going to get a sound effect like this, or like this. Oh, that's not very nice, was it?
Because
that was a free app.
That was free. No wonder it was
Can
free.
you believe it?
If you'd paid for that, I would ask for your money back.
Should we take a little trip to the island of Midriff?
Should we go to Midriff?
Should we explain what Midriff is?
Should we, for the purpose of podcasting techniques and quality and all that stuff, should we like stop, take a break, get ready, then go into Midriff?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, 'cause when we did radio, we had mute songs and that.
That's true.
Now we're just chatting like
Chatting in a barn.
two bums in a barn.
Two bums in a barn.
Yeah, you're drinking whiskey and I'm drinking coffee.
Way. What's better? Oh, there's an advert. That's why free apps are not worth it. You go to open it and an advert kicks you in the face.
So, like, because this is a podcast, so should I say something along the lines of, I've completely forgotten how to do like podcasts on radio. Coming up next is Midriff. And then what I could do when I edit this, I can put something like a little, we can maybe put one of our fake adverts in.
Yes. Have you got a fake one?
But now I said that.
Are we still recorded? Is
Yeah,
this,
I'm just-
okay. Fake adverts by Adam Garrie.
Or just a little snippet that just goes, and then comes back in the middle of it.
Yeah, one of them.
Oh, you're listening, listeners, you'll know more than I will.
Oh, you want me to talk? Are we Midriff, episode 1?
Yeah, so we're delving into Midriff now.
We're delving into Midriff.
Do you want to give a bit of background to anybody that's can't be bothered to go back and listen to previous episodes?
I'm going to just kick in to Midriff. This is the Midriff intro.
No, we can't do it.
No, I'm going to do it. But no, I'll explain it all in my introduction.
Oh, sorry. Okay, look, you've done a lot more prep than I have. I'm just here.
I'm going to put a voice on now.
Right, okay, right.
Well, welcome to the... I fucked it up already.
Well, do I need to do anything?
No, just sit there and look pretty. Welcome to the island of Midriff. Broadcasts. I fucked it up again. It's hard work, isn't it?
It is hard, isn't it?
Welcome to the island of... I can't do that voice. Welcome to the island of Midriff broadcast with Lord Buttock, with Lord Harry Buttock and Mr. Withersby MP. These recordings you're about to hear were washed up on the shores of Kuala Lumpur. I was supposed to have a sound effect then. Kuala Lumpur. I'm just going to keep saying Kuala Lumpur until I get my sound effect. Oh, God.
This is the sort of thing I should really edit, but...
No, don't edit any of this. This is gold. Okay. These recordings of Lord Buttock and Mr. Withersby MP you are about to hear were washed up on the shores of Kuala Lumpur. The location of Midriff is unknown, and its whereabouts has never been spoken of before. Some believe the island is only accessible to the rich, privileged few who are able to get a helicopter to a yacht, which then docks at an exclusive harbour where a submarine takes you to the island next to Midriff, and you then ride a dolphin to the actual island. Another sound. I've got another sound figure after that one. Come on, where is it? If I had it all here.
It's a free app.
You have got to be kidding.
These recordings are a unique insight into the mysterious island, and also its two highest profile occupants, Lord Harry Buttock and Mr. Withersby MP, as they record their memoirs about life on the island of Midriff. Oh, it's fun, isn't it?
What happens now?
I'm just going to start. No, it's your go.
But what do I do?
You're Withersby, remember? Get into character.
We're
We're recording my memoirs.
Right,
next to the
set
fish and chip,
scene.
next to the fish and chip
This is
shop.
behind the scenes stuff. This is what people. This is like when those Steve Coogan, Rob Brydon things, where it's like part of it's real, part of it's not. Some part of it's behind the scenes.
All of this is behind the scenes. You're Withersby, and you're basically just introducing the
Okay,
memoirs.
right.
Next, we're living next door to a fish and chip shop.
Okay, right. So like improv, right? Withersby. So who am I talking to though?
Me,
Oh, what? Talking to you, right? So I'm not talking to a mic.
Lord Harry Buttock.
Oh, okay. Hello, it's Withersby here, MP Withersby of Midriff, the lovely island of Midriff. How are you doing today, Mr. Buttock?
I'm absolutely fantastic, Withersby. You didn't mention the fish and chip shop next door. Cod bastards.
I kind of confused. Am I talking to someone, or does it just mean you have a one-on-one conversation?
We're recording my memoirs.
Oh, so
You're recording. You're the interviewee. Interviewer.
I'm doing one of those new things that the kids are down with. It's the vinyl casts.
Vinyl.
Vinyl
Vinyl
cast.
cast.
Vinyl cast. Yes, people get a vinyl and they cast things on it.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes. Talk to me about my father. Stick to the script.
I haven't got. So it's lovely to be here in your humble abode.
Thank you.
1,700 rooms.
Yes.
Have you ever been in every single one of them?
Oh, absolutely. I've wanked in every one.
It's not PG anymore.
We're not on CCR anymore.
No, Midriff Radio, we got sacked from that. It's when that bloody it's when that bloody Amphia Turner come in and ruined that.
Oh,
That's for,
Fucking Amphia.
that's a story for another day. But what's that fish and chip shop next door?
Cod bastard. The fish and chip shop is called Cod Bastards. And it's next door to my humble abode. Which is what I call my mansion.
Oh.
Humble abode. Anyway, my father.
Oh yes, so
this is my fucking memoirs.
I'm trying to do one. Is it okay? Memoirs.
Yes.
Tell me about your father.
That went on longer than I thought it would. Yes, well, my father, the Lord General, and my mother, Mary Jane Twatson. They moved here in 1718, as you know. And as you know, no one dies on the island. We just turn to stone and eventually become part of the local council officers. Talk about the island and back then. Come on, Withersby.
So the island, I remember once, somebody come here and we never had a flag. And then somebody went down to the beach one day and they saw an old packet of Smith's crisps, chipsticks, the red and white ones, and they put it on a little stick. And then they held it up high, and they announced, "Says Midriff."
Midriff chipsticks.
Yes, and we put it up on. You can find that flag. It's in the Museum of Midriff. You can
Midriff
see
Museum.
it. You can see it.
It's the other side of Cod Bastards.
It was it, and it was. Remember, it was opened by Perry Edwards from Little Mix.
Oh, yes. Oh, enviable abs. Enviable abs.
Enviable.
Oh, enviable. Oh, I'm enviable.
Yes, but this island's been around for many a year.
Oh, yes.
Has survived many of horror and wars.
Oh, yes. Including the laser dog wars.
The Laser Dog
The
War.
laser dog wars.
Can you remember the Laser Dog Wars?
Yes, I'm having a flashback now. The laser dog wars was quite immense. I didn't fight. I was just a boy.
How old are you?
Oh, I was only 72. I was mere sperm of a boy.
I was just a walking egg with arms. I still am now.
Yes,
but
I was me. MP.
that's just weight. I'm still the skinniest person on this island.
Oh,
Apart
yes.
from you.
I'm always in Cod Bastards.
What's your favourite food? in
It's
Cod
only next door. The voice there now.
Surely is part of your humble abode.
I've got a door going through the bathroom into the fat fryer. So I can do a shit right into the fat fryer. And they serve it to me the next day as breakfast.
Is it true in Cod Bastards that when they do the fish,
Yeah.
they just have a pond,
Yeah.
and when they want to get the fish in batter. They just turn on the pond, which is actually a fat fryer.
Yes, they just pour batter into the pond, and even the frogs get fucked. Oh, yes. Yes, so much. Yes.
Tell me more about your father, or are you done with that?
Lord General... This is where I haven't written nothing down for this bit.
Oh.
The Lord General, he used to be always straddling a horse. Constantly a horse between the legs.
Yes.
My mother never got a look in. And I don't, I'm playing with the microphone.
It's not studio equipment now, mate.
Pause.
Oh, you actually want me to pause it? Where's the pause button?
Shit. The horse was called Buttercup, and it was a very funny horse because it used to make the noise of an elephant.
Are you sure it wasn't just an elephant?
It was very big, it could have been. But obviously, back then when the laser dog wars were going on.
Oh shit. Oh dear.
It makes me laugh.
The laser dog war, you know all about the laser dog war because you fought.
I did feel it.
You fought on the side of the dogs.
I don't know why.
You rounded up all the dogs.
Yes.
Wait.
Nobody listened.
You rounded up all the cats and put them into camps.
Wow. Yeah. So it's not my finest moment. I'm pretty sure. I regretted every. I regret every moment of it.
Yes, I know. I too.
I'm a changed man. It changed me.
Yes, I know. That's why you become an MP. You're very much a changed man, and yes, everybody roots for you in the chamber.
Yes.
Yes.
And that was episode 1 of Midriff.
Yeah. Can't wait for the next one.
Oh, Jesus. This is Creative Swears, a new feature I've discovered.
Okay.
Actually, not discovered. Edit that one.
You think-
A new feature I've come up with.
Okay.
This is called Creative Swears. Me and Adam will compete to come up with the most creative swear. Still going.
Still good. So we're going down the toilet. Oh, sorry.
Still going. Oh. Right.
We're going down the toilet humour route,
Yep,
yeah?
I'm going to go first.
Okay.
We're going to start.
Well, hang on. Is there rules?
Just the best one.
But who decides if it's the best one?
We'll understand who's better.
How?
Who laughs the most. So I'll go first. It's not.
But I laugh more than you. You don't laugh.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to win then.
Well, no, that's not fair.
Right, ready?
No.
My
I don't agree.
Have you come up with one yet?
I have, but I don't agree with the rules in this.
Well, Adam. He's not in it. No, we'll just agree to disagree.
Which one the dog goes to? It's like,
Yeah, okay.
Whoever the dog goes to, like, it's going to go to you. It's your bloody dog.
Right. My creative swear.
Wait, what's the basis?
Just funny.
Okay.
My creative swear
Yeah.
is badger tits.
Okay. And use it in the sentence.
You've got badger tits.
So, in an argument, how would that work?
Well, I'll just say you got badger tits, mate. Piss off.
So that's it.
No, it's your go now. And
All right.
I'm going to critique your one.
All right, okay. So my one is, are you ready?
Yep.
Humphrey fuckfart.
I mean, yours is more comical.
It is, isn't it?
Because if you
and
said
you're,
that,
and you're the
if you
stand-up
said that,
comedian.
if you said that to me in a fight, I'd just start laughing.
Yeah, but it could be used in many connotations. You could sit there and say, and you start, right, just say, what did you think of that?
Humphrey
No, just say that. What do you think of that?
What do you think of that?
I couldn't give a Humphrey fuck fart.
I couldn't give a badger tits.
No, that doesn't work though. Badger tits is more like an attack on someone.
Can you hear me eating when I'm eating?
Of course I can.
No.
You're eating into the mic.
No.
You're one of those people that's like, can you hear me slurping my drink? No, you're all right, mate.
Well, you know what? That was. I think that was.
Who won?
I think that. Well, I did.
How? Is that fair?
Well, that was creative swears. I think you understand and agree that was a good one.
Humphrey fuck fart. All right, okay. Well, right, then we'll move on then to another well thought out topic. This one was one that I went on Facebook and I just said to people, comment below anything you want us to discuss on Facebook. That was it. Because you know people like to spend time on Facebook and they'll comment on anything. If I'd wrote something really depressing like my life is shit at the moment, please comment really positive stuff. I'll get ignored. But when I say comment anything, I'm recording tonight a podcast. Jesus Christ. It's been pinging all night.
That was your most popular comment, wasn't it?
Popular post in the last 10 years. My son was born. No one gives a shit. No one gave a Humphrey fuck fart about that.
I'm going to try and find it. Have you got it there?
I've got it in front of me, yeah.
Oh, good.
So I thought we just go down the list, yeah?
Yeah.
And we could just sort of have a little conversation. Don't got to be in depth, you know what I mean?
I'm going to continue eating.
You're going to continue eating your food. So the first topic we're going to discuss is cucumbers. You a fan?
Who put that?
My missus.
I was about to say badger tits.
Yeah. What? I ain't got badger tits.
You don't listen to this.
No, you don't even listen to me when I'm talking, so it doesn't even make sense. Cucumbers.
I mean, I don't eat them.
You offended by them?
Dog eats them.
Dog eats cucumbers?
Yeah.
Do you like gherkins?
No.
They're pickled cucumbers.
I mean, I got a plain cheeseburger from McDonald's. Just
Like
now.
proper plain?
Proper plain.
When we're talking like plain, why is it so plain?
Just cheese in it.
I bet people have to... You're the sort of person that people have to wait longer in fast food for. No, they do, because
It's longer to put a gherkin in something than take...
No, but there's a system. There's a process. And you are messing that process up to make them start from scratch. People that work in certain shops can only follow certain processes.
Yeah.
And you're there throwing the spanner in the works by
Keeping
telling
them on their
to do-
toes, don't I?
Yeah, but it's not good, is it? People with OCD there struggle. I want to put this gherkin in there,
Don't
but
employ them
this man does not want a gherkin in his burger. I don't get it.
Don't employ the blooming ones.
Oh no, that's not that's not inclusive, is it? And diverse in the world we're living right now.
It's a podcast, isn't it? That's what we want.
To cucumbers. I like gherkins. I like cucumbers. Remote control cars.
Yeah.
Have you got anything to say about that? Because I ain't.
I used to have one.
Yeah. That's about it.
I mean, they're a bit old school now, aren't they? Like, people got, what are they called? I was about to say droids. They're not droids. What are they called? Drones.
Drones.
People have got droids
Everyone's
nowadays.
got droids nowadays. We live in the Star Wars world. Mandalorian. All right, the Amazon rainforest.
Well,
Amazon will buy anything nowadays, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Buying bloody
you can order
rainforests.
Amazon rainforest.
You can order it come next day.
Comes in a fucking big lorry.
Your eyes just lit up in there. Because I know you're thinking, stand-up material there. There's a bit of an Amazon joke there.
Yeah.
You could probably buy on there.
Oh, got some nuggets.
So the Amazon rainforest. Sponsored.
I mean, it's dying and we're going to die once it goes.
Yeah, let's just keep it light.
Actually, I think McDonald's are the ones killing it, aren't they? Because they want room for their cows and that.
There's cows in the Amazon rainforest working for McDonald's.
I'm eating a nugget. They cut down the trees, right, to make grazing ground,
Oh, right, okay.
and that is when it all goes to fuck.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. Here's a question. And this is quite local. We live in Chelmsford. Well, near Chelmsford. Are the new floodlights at the Essex cricket ground?
This is Matt Paul's one.
Yeah, the tallest in English cricket. And how many kilowatts do they consume? And is floodlit cricket ecologically acceptable?
Well, ask me each question as one.
Oh, you're going to break this down?
Yeah.
Are the new floodlights at ECG, which is Essex County Cricket Ground, well, that'd be ECCG. So you got that wrong. The tallest in English cricket.
They are.
Okay. Yes, they are.
Tick.
And how many kilowatts do they consume?
10.
10. Is that fact or just your...
No, true.
True.
Tick.
Did you look this up?
Tick.
Oh, and is floodlit cricket ecologically acceptable?
Yes.
There you go. So there's your answer. See? This is the beauty.
They are, Matt.
There you go, mate.
Badger tits. I hope he's listened to the whole thing and not just that bit.
Someone commented back, I thought that was a Tesla Cool style defence weapon for Chelmsford. You know, because of reasons. Or some kind of... You know,
For the reason.
because of reasons. Next one was eels.
Yeah?
And I just went, ooh.
I've seen someone catch an eel.
Have you?
Yeah.
With their bare hands?
No, with a fishing line.
Oh. It's not as impressive, is it? Someone's sick.
With a harpoon.
Yeah. So they go, I saw a man catch a fish once. What, with his bare hands? I have a fishing rod.
And a net.
And a net.
And a boat.
And a boat. And a worm. And everything. Stuff you do to get on a fishing trip. I made the story sound a lot more exciting than it was. It was just a normal Sunday.
Saw a man catch a fish. Teach a man. No, give a man a fish, right?
Yeah.
You'll feed him for a day.
Yeah.
Give him food poisoning. And he won't want any more of your fish.
Okay.
Yeah. We should end it there.
How much coffee is too much coffee? That's a thinker.
An extra teaspoon.
An extra. Oh, so, but how do you know it goes over the extra teaspoon?
I think 1 teaspoon
Because
per mug.
I like strong coffee.
How many per mug?
Don't really think about it. I just go all out. I just go. Boom,
Nah,
chuck it.
tastes
I just go bang.
Tastes too
Throw
bitter.
a lot in there.
Too bitter.
Doing it. I'll put more milk in it, or get a bigger mug. Dilute it. More water. Science, mate.
Yeah.
You can't argue with science.
Can't argue with science.
That's how it works.
That was one of our...
Yeah, I just put more water in it. Do it. Here's one. Keeping it highbrow. How many poos is normal in 1 week?
A week?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're going to Google this one.
No, I'm just going to find a sound effect.
What do you want to
I mean, in a week?
Yeah.
Depends who you are, I suppose.
And what is normal? Are we now normalising people's bowel movements?
1 a day, but not always 1 a day.
Sometimes people... I know, I hold my hands up. I just go to the toilet for the sake of it sometimes.
Just go squeeze one out.
Crumpets. I don't know why
Toilets to crumpets?
Yeah, I don't know why shouted is either. Crumpets. What do you think of crumpets?
No,
It's the sort of food that I like, but I've never...
I never did this on the radio.
No, you
It's because we're at my dining table.
You didn't drink, swear, or eat during the radio. You were good. You've gone downhill. You're not the back end. You're like Brian McFadden.
It's been 2 years, isn't it?
You were Westlife during our radio years.
No,
and then you went off
back to Australia.
Now you're Brian McFadden. Is like he's just a horrible person now. That's my.
Didn't
views.
he marry Holly Falance?
No,
He did.
no, he didn't.
Fucking did.
He fucking didn't.
Fucking Google it right
No,
now.
it was the other woman. It looked like Oliver Lance. That was from Neighbours.
Madge. I think of anyone else.
No, it was the other one.
Oh.
That looked like her.
Carl.
Yeah, Carl Kennedy. Yeah, I do like a crumpet.
I do like a crumpet. End it there. I do like a crumpet.
What was that one? Marmite butter. Pure genius. Now, I don't know whether that means that's a new thing.
I like the idea of Marmite.
Oh.
I can imagine it being nice.
Yeah.
It's quite savoury, isn't it?
I do like a bit of Marmite.
I can have it.
Only on toast, not on bread. See, these are the questions people want to know. What came first, chicken or the egg?
Oh, well.
There's a smutty joke in there somewhere.
No, well, technically, it was a
You can really quiet.
it was a chicken that wasn't quite a chicken.
Evolution.
Popped out an egg. That was a chicken. So the egg.
Oh right. Evolution.
So say like a dinosaur chicken.
So maybe it was a chicken for a while, and then suddenly become the egg because it become what we call a chicken now.
Yeah.
Evolution. Darwin would be proud.
Yeah.
And this last one? What's your all-time favourite chest of drawers?
No.
No. I like the one to get on Facebook sales for about 15 quid. I bartered them down to $12.50. Go round their house and say I ain't got the 50p, so I just give them £12. Get the drawers. Ain't been cleaned out properly either.
We went. We sold our. Before we got this table that you're on right now.
Yeah.
You're not on it, but you know what I mean.
Right. Yeah.
We had a little glass one in the corner. We sold it to some woman in Haverhill.
Right.
So we drove it all the way there, about half out the road. And she's like, "Oh, can you put it together for me?" Oh, for fuck's sake. All right. Yeah, all right, do that. And he said, "Oh, I haven't got the money on me. Can you take me to Sainsbury's and I'll get the money out?" I was like, "Oh, what?" It turned into a fucking day trip. So we take her down to Sainsbury's. She gets the money out. So, "Oh, will you take me home?" So, "Ah, fuck you, I'll leave you here." So we took her home, and yeah, she's now our friend.
She's now a friend of yours. Oh, fair enough.
Come around later.
Oh, actually, I've got one more one, and this one's more about you because you're a stand-up comedian, even though you've been sitting down for most of this. A lot of questions here. People want to know. How do you deal with hecklers?
Don't.
You don't?
Ignore them.
Just ignore
Who put that on?
No one, no, do you?
No.
Just people, isn't it?
Who's having a go?
No, they
Hey?
I go on a podcast and berate them. How do you come back after a set, after the disruption? Oh, they're getting deep.
Is this actual people texting this one in?
Yeah. It's the same person, just loads of questions, the same one.
How do I come back?
How do you come back afterwards? How do you feel?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just usually make them look stupid.
All right, here's more. How do you write a good joke?
Oh, wow.
Take it either way, that one. That could have been a bit passive aggressive.
Don't know.
Never have done.
You tell me.
How do you know if your joke is funny or just offensive? And what's the difference?
These aren't coming through, are they? Where are these at?
I think someone wants to be able to understand how
Someone's
people.
having a go.
No, you're taking it the wrong way.
Yeah. What's the question?
I don't know. How do you know a joke's funny or offensive? Can't say nothing nowadays, can you?
No, I used to do a really offensive joke.
Oh no, don't say it.
I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not going to do it now. I can't believe I used to say it, to be honest with you. But, yeah. It's just
And on that note,
life
just like,
finds a way.
you're like the best stand-up comedian. Can you give me some advice? You're just like, not really. How do you be a comedian? Don't know. They know how I'm doing it. All right, so leave it there. Should we end this?
Yeah, next
podcast?
time I do a podcast, I won't be eating at McDonald's. I promise.
Well, I don't care.
Oh, good.
It's your podcast. Do what you want.
Oh.
We don't have to abide by rules of radio anymore.
So, should we do an on-air critique of this show?
Well, right now?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Do you think it went well?
Do you know what? Out of 10, I'd probably give it a 7.
7.
Strong 7.
I'd go 6.
Wait, why? Why have you gone down?
We started slow. We tried to get back in the groove.
Yeah.
Trying to remember what we used to do. Then the food came and it perked me up a bit. I'll be honest.
And now you're on a downer.
And now I'm on a downer. Thinking, what have we just done for the last hour?
So
But no, yeah, 6 is good for the first one. Back.
yeah, I think 7.
So
7's average.
download it.
Well, they already have because they're listening.
Huh?
They're already listening. So
Oh, what?
download it again.
Tell your friends.
Yeah.
And your pets.
and your pets.
And your great aunts.
We'll be back another time. Yeah, it's on the feed.
So the show, what we calling this podcast
I
again?
don't really know how not to podcast. Probably.
No.
Great idea, Joe.
2 guys on a soundboard, I thought would be a good one. But no, let's just go with Laser Dog podcast.